Hey, welcome to Chat Easy.
Yeah, English without the stress.
Okay, so I was at the coffee shop this morning, right? And I said to my friend, I need to take coffee. I just froze. I honestly didn't know which word to use.
Oh no, that's so funny because last week someone asked me if I wanted to get a taxi or take a taxi. I stood there thinking, wait, which one is correct? I felt so confused.
Yes, exactly. These two tiny words, get and take, they cause so much hesitation. Like, I was at the shop counter yesterday and I needed to buy bread. I opened my mouth and just nothing came out. I didn't know what to say.
I have the same problem with medicine, with transportation, even with food. Sometimes I think, do I get breakfast or take breakfast? It sounds silly, but it's real. You know what? Let's talk through this together today. Not like a lesson, just two people trying to figure it out.
Yes, exactly. Let's make this confusion disappear together. So, what did you do this morning, Zara?
Oh, I got up early, around 6, then I took a shower and made some tea. Wait, did you hear that? I just used both words without even thinking about it.
Yes, that's exactly what makes it so tricky. Sometimes the words feel automatic, like you don't even notice, and sometimes you freeze and have no idea which one to use.
Right, so after my shower, I took my dog for a walk in the park. Actually, Blake, could I say I got my dog for a walk?
That sounds strange. I don't think so, but I'm not sure why. Like, I got breakfast from a cafe this morning. Could I say I took breakfast?
No, that feels wrong too. But why? The difference is not always obvious, is it?
Not at all. Honestly, sometimes I just pick a word and hope it's right. I close my eyes and say something.
I do the same thing, especially when I'm nervous or talking fast. Have you ever just avoided a word completely because you weren't sure?
Oh, many times. Once I was ordering coffee and I panicked, so I just said, I need coffee. I didn't say get or take, I just skipped it entirely.
Yes, that's exactly why we're talking about this today. Hey, if you're watching, tell us in the comments, when was one moment you weren't sure which word to use? We want to hear your stories.
And it's completely okay to feel confused. It actually means you're paying attention and thinking carefully.
Okay, let's start with get because it's everywhere. I hear it all the time, but I still feel confused about when to use it.
Yes, get is one of the most common words in English, but it's also one of the most flexible. That's what makes it tricky.
What do you mean by flexible?
Well, get is used when you receive something, obtain something, or move towards something. It has many different feelings depending on the situation.
Okay, that makes sense. But I need examples, real examples. Can you give me some?
Of course. So, I got a message from my friend, or I got a new phone last week. Those are about receiving something.
I got a message. I got a new phone. Okay, yes, I use those all the time. What about I need to get some milk from the store?
Exactly, that's perfect. You're obtaining something. But here's a question. Could you say, take some milk from the store?
Could I?
No, not really, because take would mean you're removing it without permission, like stealing it.
Oh, I didn't think about that. So get means you're buying it or obtaining it properly?
Yes, exactly. It's a small detail, but it really matters. Don't worry, though. You'll start noticing these things naturally.
Okay, what about transportation? I always hear people say get a taxi or get the bus, but I also hear take a taxi or take the bus. Which one is right?
Oh, this is a perfect example. Both can be correct, but the feeling is slightly different.
Wait, what? How can both be correct?
So when you say get a taxi, it often means you're going to find one or call one, like you're obtaining the taxi. But when you say take a taxi, it means you're choosing that mode of transport.
Let me test it. I will get a taxi home. I will take a taxi home. Do both work?
Yes, both work perfectly. In casual conversation, people use them interchangeably. You don't need to stress about it.
Oh, goodness. I have been overthinking this for months. I thought I was doing something wrong every time.
I used to overthink it too, but now I just listen to how native speakers use it in context. That helps a lot more than memorizing rules. Let me give you another common situation. Medicine. People always say take medicine, never get medicine, unless they mean picking it up from the pharmacy.
Wait, say that again.
Okay, so I need to get my medicine from the pharmacy means you're going to pick it up. But I need to take my medicine means you're going to swallow it or use it.
Oh, so get is about obtaining it and take is about actually using it.
Exactly. That's a really helpful way to think about it. When I feel unsure, I ask myself, am I obtaining something or am I using something?
That's smart. I'm going to try that next time I'm confused.
What about breaks? People say take a break, right? Never get a break. Or, do they?
Actually, both exist, but they mean different things.
Really?
Yes, take a break means you decide to rest. You have control. Get a break means someone gives you a break or you're lucky enough to have one. It comes from outside.
Let me try. I am going to take a break now. I finally got a break at work today. Do those both sound natural?
Perfect. Both are completely natural. See? Take often involves choice or control. Get can involve receiving something from outside.
Does that rule work everywhere?
Not always. English is not perfectly logical, but it helps in many cases. It's a good guideline to start with. Let's talk about photos. People always say take a photo or take a picture, never get a photo.
Why is that?
I'm not completely sure, but I think it's because take involves an action you perform. You're capturing the image. You're doing something active.
That makes sense. In my language, we use a totally different verb for photos, so I have to remind myself in English.
I understand that. Warmly, learning these small patterns takes time. Repetition helps. And honestly, I still make mistakes sometimes. That's okay.
Yes, mistakes are part of the process. I have to remember that.
What about advice? I've heard both get advice and take advice. Are they the same?
Both are correct, but slightly different again. So, get advice means you receive it from someone. Take advice means you actually follow it.
Oh, so I could say, I got advice from my sister and I took it. Exactly. That's perfect usage. English often has these small shifts in meaning depending on the verb. It's subtle, but it changes the feeling.
It's like a puzzle.
Yes, but it's a puzzle you can solve by noticing patterns. See, you're already doing it right now. Here's another one. Time. People say it takes time, never it gets time.
Why?
Take is used when talking about how much time something requires, like it takes me 20 minutes to get to work.
It takes me 20 minutes to get to work. Okay, that feels natural.
Good. Or it took me a long time to understand this. See? Same pattern.
It's starting to understand now, too.
You're doing great, Zara. Really.
Hey, if you're watching this, I want to ask you something. Which situation confuses you the most? Transportation, medicine, breaks, or photos? Write it in the comments. I really want to know.
Yes, everyone has different tricky spots, and sharing helps everyone learn. Sometimes just hearing someone else's confusion makes you feel less alone. You know what? Get and take are not enemies. They just have different roles.
Exactly. The key is noticing how people use them in real life, not memorizing endless rules.
Right. And now we're ready to look at some specific vocabulary. Let's keep going.
Okay, we just talked about so many examples. Maybe it would help to collect some of the most useful phrases we mentioned? What do you think?
Yes, let's do that. I'll start. So, get a message means to receive a message from someone, like a text or an email. For example, I got a message from my boss this morning.
Good one. I'll add get a taxi. That means to find or call a taxi. Like, I could not get a taxi last night, so I walked home.
Perfect. Okay, next. Get medicine. That means to pick up medicine from a pharmacy or store. I need to get my medicine before the pharmacy closes at 6.
Right. And then there's take medicine, which means to actually swallow it or use it. I take medicine every morning for my headache.
Exactly. How about take a break? That means to stop working or doing something so you can rest. I am tired. I will take a break for 10 minutes.
And get a break means to receive a break or have the chance to rest, often given by someone else. I finally got a break at work yesterday after 5 hours of standing.
Okay, here's another common one. Take a photo. That means to capture an image with a camera or your phone. Can you take a photo of us, please?
Yes, and get advice means to receive suggestions or guidance from someone. I got advice from my friend about my job interview.
Good. And then take advice means to actually follow or use the advice someone gave you. I took her advice and it really helped me feel more confident.
I like that. What about take time? That refers to how long something requires. It takes time to learn a new language. You can't rush it.
Here's one people use a lot. Get a job. That means to find or obtain employment. She got a job at a new company last month and she's really happy.
Nice. And take a shower means to wash your body under running water. I take a shower every morning before work. It wakes me up.
Same. Okay, get a call means to receive a phone call. For example, I got a call from my sister while I was shopping. She wanted to talk about the weekend.
And take a seat is a polite way to say sit down. Please take a seat. I will be with you in a moment. You hear that in offices and waiting rooms all the time.
You know, these phrases appear constantly in daily English. Like every single day, you will hear or use at least a few of them.
Absolutely. And the more you notice them in real conversations, movies, or podcasts, the more natural they will feel. It's about exposure and repetition.
Exactly. And it's okay if some of them still feel strange at first. Repetition builds comfort. You don't have to memorize everything today.
Right. Hey, if you're watching, pick 2 or 3 of these phrases and try using them this week. Just 2 or 3. That's enough.
Yes, small practice creates big progress. You'll be surprised how quickly they start to feel normal. So, Zara, where might you actually use these phrases in real life? Like in what situations?
Probably at the doctor's office. I go there sometimes, and I imagine sitting with a doctor who says, you need to take this medicine twice a day. I would need to understand that take means use it, not just pick it up.
That's a perfect example. Understanding the difference could actually affect your health. Like if you thought take meant go get it, you might not use it correctly.
Exactly. And at the pharmacy, someone might say, come back tomorrow to get your medicine. Then I would know they mean pick it up from the counter.
What about work situations? Imagine your manager says, take a break. You have been working hard. You need to know that means rest now, not that you are receiving something.
Yes, and if I said, I will get a break, it might sound like I'm still waiting for permission. The meaning is just slightly different.
Right. Maybe in casual work conversations, people say things like, "It takes me an hour to finish this report." If you understand takes in that context, you can respond naturally. You're not confused.
Yes, it keeps the conversation flowing. What about social situations? I imagine being out with friends and someone says, "Let's get a taxi home." I would know that means finding one together.
Exactly. Or if someone says, "Did you take a photo at the party?" You know they're asking if you captured an image. These small moments add up.
They really do. When you understand the verbs, the whole conversation feels easier. You're not translating in your head, you just understand.
Yes, and that builds confidence, real confidence. Hey, can I ask everyone watching something? Imagine yourself in one situation this week where you might say get or take, maybe at a cafe, at the doctor, with a friend or at work. Just visualize the moment, picture it clearly.
That's really helpful. Even if you don't say it aloud, practicing in your mind helps your brain prepare. It creates a memory before the actual moment happens.
Exactly. I used to rehearse phrases in my head before speaking. Like on the way to the store, I would think, I need to get milk, I need to get bread. It made me feel more ready.
Here's another example, asking for help. If you need someone to take a photo of you, you could say, "Excuse me, could you take a photo of us?"
Oh, that's such a common real-life moment. And knowing the exact phrase makes the interaction smooth and clear. You don't hesitate or stumble.
Right. The goal is not perfection, it's clarity and confidence. When you know the right verb, you stop second-guessing yourself.
Yes, and second-guessing creates hesitation. Hesitation makes conversations harder and more stressful.
Exactly. Fluency is not about speed, it's about feeling ready. These small verb choices shape how people understand you. They really matter in daily communication.
And they also shape how you understand others. Every conversation is practice. Every practice moment builds skill. You're learning even when you don't realize it.
Okay, we have covered a lot today. A lot.
We really have. Let's walk through it one more time, just to lock it in. Sound good?
Yes, so get is often about receiving, obtaining, or moving towards something. That's the main feeling.
Right. Examples: get a message, get a taxi, get medicine from the pharmacy, get advice, get a job. All of those are about obtaining or receiving.
And take is often about performing an action, using something, or making a choice. It feels more active.
Exactly. Examples: take medicine, take a break, take a photo, take advice, take a shower, take a seat. You're doing something or using something.
The overlap happens with transportation. Both get and take work with taxis, buses, and trains, but the feeling can be slightly different.
Yes, but in casual speech, people use them interchangeably, so don't stress too much about it, really.
Right. The key is noticing patterns, not memorizing every single rule. Rules can feel overwhelming.
Exactly. Context helps more than rules. If you listen carefully to how people speak, in movies, podcasts, real conversations, your brain will start picking up the patterns naturally.
You know what? Now, when we hear get or take, we're going to notice it differently. We'll actually pay attention.
Yes, awareness is the first step. Once you notice something, you start using it. It becomes part of your active vocabulary.
And using it, even if it feels awkward at first, builds fluency. That's how learning works.
Absolutely. Mistakes are normal and helpful. Every time you try, you're training your brain. You're building connections.
Confidence comes from trying, not from being perfect. I have to remind myself of that sometimes.
Same here. We're both still learning too. Language is not something you finish. It's always growing.
That's the beauty of it. There's always something new to discover.